The C rank perspective guide. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Alpha. Today we're going to be showing you guys how to fight in these different scenarios in long range, medium range, short range. We're going to be showing you step by step on what I recommend you guys do and what you guys need to do in this specific situations. If you guys like the video, make sure to like and subscribe. This was indeed a requested video, and thank you to my guy right over here, and enjoy. Peace. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be doing this thing in split screen mode because I want you guys to see what happens to the other player when you guys implement this. Okay, so first thing first, when we start, I want you guys to understand one thing. There is different types of key blast and there's different types of key blast stuns. Okay, so first, let's talk about key blast. So if you guys of course you guys should know this, but there's this small key blast and there's the charge key blast, right? So now I want you guys to understand that these things stun the opponent. These key blasts stun the opponent for a specific amount of time. If you don't hold your key blast, it's a small bit of stun, right? This small stun time frame that the opponent has. I don't know how to explain it properly, but when you hold it, it's a much larger. He's stunned for a larger amount of time, right? But now I want you guys to understand between a hard stun and a soft stun. So this is a soft stun when you hold the key blast and he stuns him like that. And then once you hold it for longer, this is a hard stun. So therefore you see him going back. So this is essential because we're going to be going first and talking about long range combat. So in long range combat, you need to be able to use your key blast properly so that you catch, you stop your opponent from charging, to annoy him, to poke him. You can use your key blast to poke inside, to get inside, just poking your enemy like this in long range and getting him annoyed, basically taunting him to come towards you, right? This is how you do it, just by poking. But the reason why I told you guys about this stun, the heavy stuns and stuff like that, is because once you hold your charge key blast, he gets the hard stun, and this allows you to chase because he's open now, so therefore you can now chase. And we're gonna go to training mode and put him to guard, and I wanna show you guys that this actually works, right? Even if he can be able to recover fast and guard, you are able to get to his back wing and basically be in a plus. You basically have the advantage to try get a mix on him or something like that. So in long range combat, I recommend that you guys use your key blast wisely, especially charge key blast, so that you can get that poke in and move in like this. If well timed like that, it's gonna be able to hit the opponent. And plus, people don't really block charge key blast like that. To be honest, they really struggle to do that. So if you get them with this, like, it's a very good advantage. LT plus X goes directly into him. But now the problem with this move is that it leaves you wide open, so the opponent can just dash to the right and press square or X to just go into you and hit you, right? So what I recommend you guys do is that when you're chasing your opponent, and you're gonna see this in most of my fights, when you're chasing your opponent, you immediately go up, do this. That's what you do. So if I take Gogeta up, for example, okay, let's put him like this. So let's say I'm long range and I want to close in on my opponent. You know that your charge dashes will negate any incoming key blast, any incoming heavy key blast or charged key blast or whatever like that. So you're fine, right? So when you go like this, you can do something like that, right? Catch your opponent lacking, because when you're dashing to him, sorry about the English, when you're dashing to him, he's going to want to hit you. So now you surprise him by doing that, and you can even combine it with a charge key blast, which is much more advantageous in my opinion. I use this a lot in most of my fights. You guys are gonna see this technique being used by me, and then doing like this and then going like that into him. That's what I normally do, and I recommend you guys do that if you want to close the distance. And of course there's the other option, which is the Z burst dash, which it does leave you open, especially if the player knows what he's doing, right? The player can just do a step in heavy, which I've done in most of my streams and most of my everything. I'll see if I can get a clip for you guys and show you guys what I mean. But yeah, you can do a Z burst dash and that's it. That's all I could recommend you guys do in long range. Let's go into the mid-range combat. So in mid-range combat, this is you trying to get into your opponent. This is where your opponent is like, as well, is itching to touch you because you're pretty close to him, right? And unfortunately, I'm going to say this again, use charge ki blast. And now I'm going to be presenting you with another form, in another way in which you can get your heavy stuns, you know, your heavy stuns without charging your ki blast for a long period of time. So in the previous recording, right, because my recording cut, in the previous section of the long range ki blast, what I told you guys was that if you hold your ki blast, this is going to allow you to get a heavy stun on your opponent, right? But what if I were to tell you that there's another way in which you can get this, and this other way is just by you either moving like this, oh no, sorry, not moving like that. This other way is for you to dash and hold the ki blast. You don't even need to hold it for long. He's automatically gonna be stunned. So therefore, this is gonna be a useful technique in mid-range, right? Because you can only do this in mid-range. The dash, you can only do this dash in mid-range, the short dash in mid-range and long range. So when you're in mid-range, this is your opportunity to catch your opponent lagging, because he's not gonna be blocking. Because people in this game, they have this thing of not wanting to block or not liking to block and wanting to hit you all the time. So if you do something like this in mid-range, right, this is the way for you to enter into close range, and you'll see me use this technique a lot of times. And in this way, it also comes into effect. Long range, you're in mid-range, you go like this, enter like that. That is the best way to do it in mid-range. This is the best way to get an advantage over your opponent in mid-range, right? Long range, so when you're from long range, go into mid-range. Once you go into mid-range, go into short range with that, get your opponent. So that's how I recommend it in mid-range. The other thing that I recommend in mid-range is short ki blast as well, right? These just normal ki blast like this, leave the opponent stand for you to just do something like this, ki blast him. No, sorry, just input my buttons correctly. So you ki blast to him, dash, and do that. Especially when you're in mid-range, this can catch your opponent lacking and go like that. So using your ki blasts in coordination with your dashes, dash hit, is a very good way to catch your opponent lacking. And since we're talking about the dash and hit as well, the dash square, right? I don't know how to call it, I'm sorry ladies and gentlemen, but I also recommend you guys use this a lot of times, because when you're in mid-range, your opponent expects you to come into him slowly, right? And the also other way to just catch him off guard, I also use this in my videos, is to just go like, you know, catch him quick fast, but you need to time it right so you can hit him, right? And once you do this, you already have plus. Even if it's blocking, you've got plus, and then continue combo. So this is how you get into the mid-range and get in close range. So the objective when you're in mid-range is to get into close range. The objectives of you in long range is for you to get into the mid-range, so that when you're in the mid-range, you can get into the short range. Z burst dashes in mid-range as well can actually prove to be useful, because people only use Z burst dashes on long range to get in closer. But if you guys actually use Z burst dashes mid-range, it can get your opponent like literally like confused on, okay, because he needs to react very quickly. You see how quick it is? It's like a short reaction time that he has. But if it's from long range, he has to he has a long time to react to this. A long time. So I do also recommend you guys using Z burst dashes mid-range. And since the buff that Z burst dashes got recently, it doesn't cost 2 key bars anymore, so you can definitely use this multiple times to get your opponent lacking. But don't do it too much, because they can get used to you and they can find a way to counter you. Okay, so once we're done with the mid-range, if I left anything, I'm going to just editing me will just edit and mention some few stuff. But if we move into short range, right, short range is the step in, when you enter the step in barrier, right? So this is where now your character moves slow, your character is no more like fast, you can't use the short dashes and stuff like that, you're locked into using side steps, right? So now this is where you need to use side steps, and this is where step in sways come into play. Goku does, certain characters have it, not all characters have it, and this is why I have Vegeta here. I think he does have it, right? So these are step-in sways, right? Step-in sways are really good in this game. They're not as good as they were back in the day, back in when Sparking Zero released or before this recent patch. They're not as good as they were because the invincibility frames are now low, but they're still great. They're still good. So how do you use these things, right? Don't just go around spamming this or go spamming this. Don't forget, it has been nerfed, right? It's no more as strong as it was before. So to use this is to basically get into your opponent. You know that your opponent will be mashing, right? So this is when you are going to go inside and then immediately do a heavy attack, right? Because why I'm telling you to do a heavy attack is because once you do your heavy attack, you're basically a body armor, right? And the only way they can take you out of that body armor is if they do a heavy attack. So once you're doing this, I've got armor, and to show you guys this, I'm going to go into training mode so that I can explain it and show it to you guys much cleaner. There we go. You see what I meant? You saw at that moment he tried to hit me, or he did hit me, and there was a moment in which I still had invincibility, not invincibility frame, sorry. I still had armor, body armor, so he couldn't take me out of my heavy hit. And I recommend you release the heavy hit as quick as possible. What I mean by release it is do not hold it for a long time, because if you hold it for a long time, you give your opponent a chance to do a heavy attack and take you out of your body armor. So in short range, what you guys have to do, right, use your step-in sways wisely. There we go. There's the armor. There's the armor. You see what I mean? Release the armor as quick as possible. That's your objective with this technique. And there we go. And you saw how I used step-in sway as well to avoid his vanishing assault. So when someone does a vanishing assault, all you have to do is press X. When he appears at the back of you, press X and you automatically turn around. And then you do a sway so that you can dodge his hit, basically. And once you do a sway, all you have to do is press triangle to do heavy hit. And you know, a lot of people spam this. A lot of people spam a vanishing assault. So this gives you an opportunity as well to counter their counter by countering their vanishing assault, because that's how they escape out of your combos. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the song is busting, not gonna lie. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention as well, not a lot of people do this while searching for a match. Let me just show you guys this thing quick fast. So when you guys on the ground, you know, when you jump, you can do something like that. So this thing is actually, it's useless but useful at some situations, right? So in short range, it's especially useful when your opponent is literally up in your face, but you can only do this on the ground. That's the only problem, right? So you can poke him like that, you know, and then once you try poke him, dash in, something like that. So use your key blast like that. This will just go in the use your key blast wisely in short range. You can do this in mid range as well. I recommend doing the hold in mid range and long range, because it does that break. It breaks the key, and you can just basically do that. So I recommend doing that in mid range. Actually, you know what? Let's just say I recommend in long range, because the tracking is not absolutely good. If you do it in short range, tracking is absolutely horrendous. I don't know how that is, but like, I guess, bro, like, it's horrendous. So I recommend you just doing it long range, because the tracking is a bit better. And there we go. Get him out of your block. When you're in short range as well, use your key blast. Use your key blast. Your key blasts are very important when you're in short range too. This gets your opponent like really messed up, especially in your short range. You can catch him with this, you know what I mean? There you go. Open him up, cover him up, or you can cover him up with this. No, dude, let me give him a block. So when you're in short range, make sure that you can confuse your opponent, right? What I mean by confuse is, when you're in short range, he's probably going to be blocking, right? So he'll probably be blocking your attacks. So what you have to do, what I recommend you do, which I haven't mastered it yet, because the pressure of fighting online is very tough, to be honest with you. I'm going to try to get into a rank match so I can show you guys all of these things. But yeah, so when you're in this position, right, you key blast him, he can't see you, get to the back. You're blinding your opponent, confusing him, what's going on. He can't see what's going on. Also, you can't see him. Make sure that your key blasts are blinding him, that you can't even see him yourself, right? And you can even do charge keepless, or you can do something like, right, C rank perspective guide, ladies and gentlemen, the C rank perspective guide. This is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, the second step, I say confuse your opponent. Make sure that your opponent is confused. And the other ways you can also confuse your opponent is by using your dashes, ladies and gentlemen. Use your dashes wisely. Like in my last video, I'm sure you guys saw the sauce that I put on my opponent. Look at that sauce. Oh my gosh, the sauce. Look at me go, bro. Nah, bro. I am the sauciest nigga in sparkingzero, bro. Like, no one can compete against my sauce, bro. Like, genuinely, my sauce is like, it's a different spice, bro. Look at that sauce. You know, I think I was in short range or mid range, but it's also included in short range because you can do something like this. He's focused on holding the block button. Isn't that sauce? Isn't that sauce, ladies and gentlemen? That's sauce. So focus on sourcing him out. Literally sourcing him out. That's all I can say. Sourcing him out. Confuse him. Make sure, especially when he's blocking, and if he ends up blocking your vanish, he's obviously gonna go to the back of you. And now this is where you use your technique of the step in sway, right? And I'm gonna show you guys a video of example of me using this practically as well. I've done this before. So once you vanish, he's obviously gonna press the O button or B and vanish at the back of you, and all you have to do is use a step in and then do a heavy. Vegeta's gonna turn around and hit him on the stomach. I'm gonna show you guys an example. You're gonna understand what I mean when I show you this example. So yeah, I think this is all. Other than that, I also recommend, I did say dashes. Use your up and down dashes as well. A lot of people don't use that. Let me show you guys an example on how to use this. I'm at the corner. So he's blocking. We can always go. You know, always try to find them open ways. Don't be too obvious with your combos. Don't be too obvious with everything. Try to confuse your enemy. Because what people normally do when they come into the short range, they always want to spam the square or X button, bro. They always want to spam this. They always want to get into the stage so they can try open you up. So now if you be unpredictable, you know what I mean? If you be unpredictable and try to get at the back of him as well, that's your main objective as well in short range. Always try to get at the back of your opponent, because once you get to the back of the opponent, you start sourcing him now. You can start sourcing him now. That's when you can start getting your combos out, the damage out, everything like this. But yeah, I think that will be all. Editing me will add if I have missed some things here and there, but I think that is the gist of it. I'm really sorry if I was not clear enough. I really tried to explain some things, but I will show video evidence as well. If I can find a match, then I'll show you guys actual evidence of me using this as well in game. So I'm gonna go into ranked right now and try to show you guys the stakes. So yeah, just hope I find a match. Hi ladies and gentlemen, editing me here. I should be adding more stuff to this, but I'm tired of editing this, not gonna lie. It's just too much to put in one video. But I just wanted to give you some bonus advice right here. So right about here, I talk about the step in sway and stuff like that. So what I wanted to tell you guys, that something that you can do is, once you do the step in sway right here, as you guys can see, I'm doing a step in sway. You can activate perception instead of activating the heavy attack. Instead of activating this heavy attack right here, you can do the step in sway and then activate perception. So if you're going against someone who's using an after image strike, after image, wild sense, stuff like that, you can, he's going to be really aggressive with you, right? So you can negate this by him being aggressive, you using the sway, right? I should be putting an example with you here, but I'm not gonna lie guys, I'm tired. I'm really tired. This video is too long. But yeah, you can just activate a perception here and then super perception him, or normal perception. But yeah, that's the first advice. And I also wanted to talk about more about the short range combat part. In short range combat, I talked about confusing your opponents and stuff like that. I also recommend you guys using heavy hits to your opponent, right, when you're in short range. I don't know, I show it somewhere here. Exactly, look at how he's attacking me there. And while he's attacking me, um I do have armor, so he can't hit me, right? I do have armor, so I get priority over that. So you in short range, use those type of heavy attacks. Hold square. Do not hold it for way too long before he does a heavy attack, but hold it long enough to take him away so that you can continue your combo. I don't think there's anything else I'd rather advise for you guys to do, but yeah, I might try. Yeah, now if you guys want maybe a part 2 to this, I don't know, but there's just a lot of stuff, bro, that I could tell you guys about, but I don't want to bombard you with a lot of information. So yeah. Oh, and side note as well, these matches were indeed bad connections, so I won't be able to show everything that I've said in this guide. So if you guys want to see at least more or less on what I showed, like more of what I showed, go to the second match. All timestamps will be put in the description, or it will be put in the comment section below. Peace. Okay, I'll be trying this match. Let's see if it actually is. I'm on my second account, bro. Like, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna use my second account for this one. I couldn't find a match for it in a while, bro. Like, yo, in DB battles in this second account, I'm C2, but in S1 and singles, let's see how the connection is, though. That's the main part. Not too bad, not too bad, but bad. Okay, I'll be showing you guys the sources, how to confuse your opponent, you know what I mean? You're in close range now. Use your side steps well, ladies and gentlemen. Nice. Nope. Side step heavy. I forgot about mentioning that, to be honest. Okay. Read your opponent. You see how your opponent... Oh, he's using the key blast. Did he get it exclusive? Oh, nice. Oh, he can vanish in this bad connection. Oh, almost predicted it. You see that? Look at the heavy attacks. Okay, I know he's gonna do that. I'm blocking. I'm blocking. Nice. I tried to do a step in heavy. Nice. Step in. Can I do a step in? I couldn't do a step in, ladies and gentlemen. I regret playing DP, not gonna lie. I'm used to playing singles. Come on. Nice. Bro, vanishing in this bad connection is horrible, bro. I'm trying though, ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying, bro. Look at the red bar, bro. It's a red bar down there, bro. Oh, you guys can't even see that it's a red bar. Oh, bro, it's horrendous. Nice. You see what I mean? There you go, chat. I'm just gonna block. Okay. Nope. Bro, vanishing in this horrible connection is like... Oh, come on, nice. So smart, chat, so smart. Nice. Heavy key blast. Nice, he dodged it. Don't know how many characters he has, but he has. Nice. Bro, I'm actually I'm so used to using you see this your key blast tag. Oh, he has after image. I didn't realize he has after image for some reason. I didn't realize that he has after image. Oh, I switched into the wrong character. Oh, bro, he literally went at the back of me, bro. Oh, he went at the back of me. Oh, that was so clean. That was clean.
You'll pay for this.
Nice. Okay, let's go. Oh my god, bro. You know, actually using the PS4 controller is a bit... I think, you know what, I'm gonna Z-pass dash because the connection is horrible. Come on.
You're done. I got you.
There we go. Poke him with Key Blast, bro. Poke him with Key Blast. Make him be unable to see. Oh, come on, bro. I'm not blocking. Oh my gosh, nice grab. Let's switch on that. Already said that. There we go, there we go. Okay, so now since we're long range, we poke him with our heavy Key Blast. Ah! There we go. There we go. You see what I meant, ladies and gentlemen, about that dash hit. It gets them off guard every time. Keep in mind, chat, that it will be hard to show every single thing. Because don't forget that there's a pressure of ranked, plus there's a connection issue that I have right here. I wish I could show you guys, but my face is literally there. There we go. You guys want to see like a red bar, bro. Like it's been horrendous this entire time. Oh, boy, I timed it wrong. Oh, I almost got him there. Try to get him. Well, one thing you guys need to learn is balancing key. There we go. See, that's how you close with him. Heavy Key Blast. No. Come on, he had armor on. Zach.
This is not the end.
There we go. Nice. Nice. He's using my guide. Oh, come on. I vanished at the back of him, bro.
One side, try this.
Nice. Bro, I can't even get one super counter. I don't think I have one super counter. I wanna do something real quick. Okay, there we go. I wanted to activate my camera real quick, bro. I wanted to show you guys the bad connection. Now it's done. Bro was like, you know what? Oh, ah, bro, misinput, misinput. No, you're not, Vegeta. I'm gonna vanish in there, bro. I'm gonna vanish in there, bro. There we go. Time your Sonic Wave. Key blast, chat. Nice. He's actually very good. I commend him actually. Oh, vanishing in this connection. Ah! Ooh! Ooh! Come on, be on your feet, boy. The dash, Pat, the dash. Oh, come on. Oh, that's close. Nice. Why did I tell you all about the heavy hit? I mean the heavy key blast. Oh, he did a mistake and transformed. He's been wanting to switch this entire time. Poke, 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 poke. There we go. Okay, okay, so now we're in mid-range territory, chat. What do we do? What do we do, chat? Never mind. Ah, bro, it's a misinput. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that, bro. I hate it when I misinput, bro. I wanted to do a dash hit, like a dash light heavy.
Check out my perfect form.
It's perfect. Okay, buddy, no, stop that. Nice.
Did you like that?
Nice. Nope. Chad, my guide, Chad, my guide, my guide. Listen to my guide, Chad. Can I beam this away? No, I can't. No, I'm not even gonna try that. Oh my gosh, sauce him up, sauce him up, sauce him up. Confuse your enemy. Confuse your enemy. Confuse them. Make sure that they're thinking. Don't let them know your next move.
Much longer now.
But I'm on that, baby. Nice. There we go. You can see, chat, it's working. The things are working. I wish I could get a Z-rank guy, but can't find a match. So I had to show this guy, but he's pretty good. He's pretty good, to be honest. It's just my pressure is just too much, bro. It's just too much. It's too much. But like, yeah, it really works. This okay. Yeah, he declined. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be ending the video there. It's really fun. I think I'm gonna play on this account. If I can find matches, I'm gonna play on this account and grind it, bro. Like, I'm actually enjoying this new system all of a sudden. But anyway, sound system, I mean. But like, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be ending the video here. Hopefully you guys have learned something. I will be editing this so that you guys can understand. Right now I don't think I'll be able to post this. I'm gonna have to edit a long time, bro. I think I'm gonna go off schedule, bro. I said Thursday, but I don't think I'll get this out on Thursday. It's a lot that I need to edit and make sure that you guys understand it like well. So I'm going to do a community post once I'm done with the video, and then I'll edit it. Maybe I'll finish tomorrow or Tuesday. Kind of a long video, but like, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you find this helpful. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe. Don't forget, if you guys need anything, the Zero Rank Perspective Guide, make sure you comment down. I can also talk about how to do saucy combos like I'm doing. I'll show my controller on the screen and stuff like that, so that you guys can check that out and see that for yourselves. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I am Alpha Dome, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.